Bonjour, bonsoir à tous mesdames et messieurs et bienvenue dans ce cinquième épisode du Crou. Comme vous pouvez le voir, je suis avec une star américaine, le catcheur Alex Kane. C'est pour ça que cette interview sera entièrement en anglais. Je salue nos amis bilingues qui ont fait l'effort d'apprendre une deuxième langue. C'est pas souvent que ça arrive. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this fifth episode of Le Crou. And today I am with the beast himself, the king of the Boumaye Fight Club, one of the most accomplished MLW wrestler in the whole roster and the whole history of the company, I might say. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alex Kane. What's up, Alex?
Ooh, yeah! It's Alex Kane! Oh my god! I'm good. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Like again, thank you for accepting this interview and for just like this little project of mine. This really touched me.
I am happy to do it. I've been doing a lot of projects for helping a lot of people with projects lately. Um,
It shows
I
you
guess I'm just
you look
I
so
guess I'm
burned
just
out.
flattered that people choose me.
Yeah, it shows like you look so burned out. you, s- you look.
I'm not so burnt. I'm not really burnt out or whatever. I've had a few not so great things happen this week. So
Oh.
I'm just I'm a little sad about it, but all good.
I just hope it gets better. I hope it gets better for you. Like really.
It will. It's just gonna take some time.
It will. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's start this interview. Alex, you've been just like a beast. Honestly, you are one of the only that you are the one that beat Hammerstone to get the MLW World Heavyweight Champion. Um, how did this came to be? How did the decision made it to be you that is going to be like overthrown Hammerstone reign?
I think it was one of those deals where the Boomerang Fight Club movement was growing, and it was at a point to where, like, let me say, when we first came up with the Boomerang Fight Club, one of my producers was like, just imagine one day that it's you versus Hammerstone. They're saying, let's go hammer Boomaye, whatever. Just picture that in your mind. So they had pretty much planted the seeds of it being me and him for the world title. Um, since he won the belt from Fatu, what was it, 2021?
Yes.
But yeah, I think I got no. I sent after I won Battle Riot. I remember I texted Court and I was like, okay, I'm obviously losing this match or whatever. How are we doing this? And he just sends back a bunch of laughing faces or whatever. It's like, what do you mean losing? What do you mean losing or whatever? Do you hear that crowd out there? Like they were going nuts during Battle Riot. There's no way you go in here and you lose. It'd be stupid. I'm paraphrasing what he said. So yeah, I think because I was able to get Boomaye over, or me and Thomas were able to get Boomaye over to the point to where we started out as heels and we organically transitioned to baby faces. Court really had no choice but to put the belt on me.
Alright, so would you say that you're happy with your career at MLW? Did MLW treat you right?
Bro, they treated me like a star from day one. They I remember like getting they all handled all my travel accommodations. They always got me my own room. Um, they always the travel liaison always she always took care of me. They always took care of me. Didn't matter. Yeah, and like Court would always thank me for taking a chance on MLW, and I always thought that was a little weird, but I get it now. Um, but yeah, man. Yeah, MLW treated me well. I can't. I have no bad things to say.
Uh, who do you think was a key feature in this so good treatment they gave you?
Definitely Court Bauer. Um, I've He's grown to be a good friend of mine now. Because at first he was just my boss, but we've grown our relationship over the years. Um, yeah, I think yeah, I definitely say Court. Um, MSL behind the scenes because in front of the camera he doesn't like me. Behind the scenes he's always taking care of me. Our travel liaison Brandy always took care of me. Alex Greenfield, one of the producers there. Um, yeah, uh, it's from top to bottom, whole team.
Ah, yeah, so you always had a little circle that always kept you boosting up. So, how about how did the Bumaye Fighting Club came to be? Like the boy, we it is pretty clear that the Fighting Club took inspiration from African tribes and with the high chief and all of that. But how did it actually got to be?
Yeah. So when I initially got signed to MLW in the 2021 Open Draft, I was originally signed to be a part of American Top Team. But I don't think I don't know if that wasn't a well thought out idea or whatever, but it didn't end up working out. So I had to brainstorm with creative to figure out what is the next step as far as being in a faction or whatever. Um, so I had to watch a Muhammad Ali documentary. Um, I think it was like the third episode. It was no, the third part. Sorry, the third part. Because
It's all good.
there's four parts in total. Um, sorry.
It's all good.
It was the Rumble in the Jungle. The Rumble in the Jungle and the Republic of Congo were chanting Ali Bumaye, Ali finish him, Ali kill him. Um, and we were just like, oh, that could be fire. So we went with Bumaye. We chose the colors for it to be like Pan African
Yeah.
with the red, green, and red, green, and yellow with the black in there. Um, and like we were just like, we're gonna run with this. We're gonna see what happens. And then I think it was like before we actually like announced that it was a thing because I remember doing that like press conference promo thing. There was another guy there, Mr. Thomas, who I never really didn't really talk to before because I had no reason to. But he was doing like Contra stuff, and then Contra disbanded or dissolved or something like that. Um, so he didn't have anything to do. They brought him in, and funny enough, years ago, like 2019, he sent Court an email talking about we need a black NWO. And so basically, Mr. Thomas foreshadowed the Boom Fight Club becoming a thing because that's essentially what we were. We're the black NWO.
Right.
We were that cool. So yeah, yeah, the press conference, we did that, we announced it, and then it was just like lots of trial and error trying to figure out like what this was going to be. But like the whole Boomerang is for the people. I guess shtick that people call it a shtick.
Yeah.
Um, but that I remember. I think Court actually sent me that text message. He was like, "Boomerang is for the people," and I was like, I like that. I'm gonna tweet that." And from there it was born. Boomerang is for the people. I mean, there's also some inspiration from like the Black Panthers, and like the civil rights era and stuff like that. Those leaders. But yeah, that's mindset. It's about building community.
Yeah, because I actually really liked it because of the whole, or it was pretty original, like to expose African culture as much as in this like gimmick. This gimmick. This is what like stood up for me. And speaking of that, uh, how did you feel like in a period where black world champions wasn't really common. It wasn't really common except for, let's say, Bobby Lashley in 2021. But how did you feel being in a like one of the rare black world heavyweight champions in this period of time?
Oh, it was dope, man. It was dope. That's the one thing that I always mention anytime I ever talk about being MLW World Heavyweight Champion, is being a Black World Champion. That's special to me, and nobody can ever take that away from me. Um, like no matter what I do in my career, I can always say I was a Black World Champion in professional wrestling. Recognized, yeah, fucking in PWI on a fucking like poster with all the other world champions at the time. That was 2024 was a fun time.
Yeah, yeah, because like you are one of the most like I would say charismatic and most representing of the black and African culture in wrestling, I'd say. and and funny enough, your first ever match was with another black competitor, which in the name of Lee Moriarty. Wait, no, so that wa- that wasn't Lee Moriarty.
That's okay.
That wasn't. I am bad at my job. I, wait, shit. Who was that other?
My first feud in MLW was with Calvin Tankman.
Yes, it was. But your first ever like professional match was, there we go, was what Lee Johnson, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't my first ever professional match. That's the only match they have recorded on Cage Match. My very first professional wrestling match was against AR Fox. It was my graduation match. But that was the very first time I ever like stepped in the ring to wrestle.
Oh yeah, because he did train you, didn't he?
He did.
What was it like?
Uh, Nerve wracking. I was a nervous wreck. Um, Fox does a lot, and he's very very good at what he does. But for a young rookie, having every crazy thing thrown at you and trying to remember everything, whew, boy, that was all right. But I don't know. We got through it. Or whatever. Some things were a little clunky. Only because like I had not fully mastered tucking away the combat sport athlete in me and being an entertainer. Um, but no, Fox is probably one of my favorite people to wrestle. Because he's so creative and he's just a lot of fun.
What was like the most nerve wracking, like the most stressful thing you had to do when you were training or like just beginning in your rookie years? What was it?
Um, was it running? No, running the ropes was weird. I think the most difficult was understanding spots, like different running spots, and some of the basic spots and stuff that we do in wrestling. That was probably the most. Yeah, that might have been the hardest thing. I got to a point where I was asking Fox, like, "Do I have to do spots? Like, can I just like not do spots at all?" And he was just like, "Yeah, you can. You don't have to do spots or whatever." But then you learn in wrestling that everything's a spot.
Yeah, because like just like an elbow strike can be a spot, or like just like a chop. A chop can just be a spot. So yeah, so for you, like spots were just like unnecessary.
No, they weren't unnecessary. I just didn't understand them, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to understand them. It was just a lot going on. But I realized that I just had to make those spots my own, so that it